Welcome to the latest climate podcast. Here are today's top climate news stories. China is developing a groundbreaking nuclear-powered aircraft carrier that could transform naval warfare. This innovative ship may feature advanced technologies like high-energy laser weapons and electromagnetic railguns, which use magnetic force to launch projectiles at incredible speeds. Military experts highlight that this carrier will also support next-generation aircraft, including uncrewed systems, integrating artificial intelligence into naval operations. With its powerful electrical capabilities, the carrier aims to enhance China's military strength in the Indo-Pacific region. This ambitious project represents a significant leap forward for China, positioning it as a formidable player in modern naval power.
In Singapore, petrol stations are transforming to cater to electric vehicle drivers and local residents. Synergy's new kiosk in Katong features a mural celebrating local heritage and plans to introduce food stalls serving Peranakan cuisine. With 4 fast chargers at each station, Synergy aims to accommodate the rising number of electric vehicles, which made up 40% of new car registrations in early 2025. Shell is also innovating by adding gym pods and pop-up events at its stations. This shift not only supports the transition to cleaner energy, but also enhances community engagement and local business support.
The International Energy Agency, based in Paris, predicts that global oil and gas demand will rise over the next 25 years unless significant changes are made to current policies. This outlook reflects a decline in international commitment to climate change, with leaders gathering in Belém, Brazil, for the COP30 climate summit. The report indicates that if current trends continue, oil demand could grow significantly, while electric vehicle adoption may plateau. However, it's worth noting that the renewable energy sector is expected to thrive, as nearly all new electricity demand will be met by clean energy sources.
At COP30 in Belém, Brazil, the United Nations reported that 295 million people face acute food insecurity, while 3.6 billion live in vulnerable areas. The conference emphasizes local action against climate change, with 95% of countries engaging non-governmental stakeholders to create resilient communities. Excitingly, the renewable energy sector is booming, with over 1,001 clean industrial projects underway and job growth from 10 million in 2015 to 16 million in 2023. California Governor Gavin Newsom also highlighted his state's commitment to climate solutions, showcasing a proactive approach despite national challenges. Together, these efforts aim to foster a sustainable future.
A significant climate deal has been reached, setting a target for 2040, which is a positive step in the fight against climate change. This agreement aims to address energy taxation and outlines the agenda for the upcoming COP30 summit. While there were attempts to influence the deal through populist strategies, these efforts were successfully countered, ensuring a focus on sustainable energy practices. This development highlights the commitment of nations to work together towards a healthier planet, paving the way for innovative solutions and collaborative efforts in tackling climate challenges. Exciting times lie ahead for environmental progress.
In Australia, the Liberal Party is actively shaping its stance on climate change and energy after a lengthy meeting. While many members oppose a commitment to net zero emissions by 2050, they have agreed on 10 key principles to guide future policies. Opposition leader Susan Ley described the discussions as excellent, emphasizing the need for unity. The party aims to ensure reliable and affordable energy while gradually reducing carbon pollution. They remain committed to the Paris Climate Agreement, but will not set interim emissions targets. This ongoing debate reflects a significant shift in the party's approach to climate issues.
At the COP30 climate summit in Belém, Brazil, California Governor Gavin Newsom emphasized the state's commitment to green technology while criticizing former President Donald Trump's climate policies. Newsom highlighted California's ambitious climate goals, such as decarbonizing its economy by 2045 and banning new gasoline-powered cars by 2035. He pointed out that California leads in renewable energy jobs, significantly outpacing fossil fuel jobs. Newsom urged for clearer messaging on climate change to engage the public and expressed confidence in California's role as a leader in the global clean energy market, contrasting it with the federal government's stance.
Excel Realty and Infra Limited in Mumbai, India, is embarking on an exciting corporate restructuring to focus on renewable energy. The company plans to increase its capital significantly, expanding from 500 crore to 7,500 crore shares, which will support its ambitious growth goals. A name change is also in the works to reflect this new direction, with options like Landsmill Green Energies Limited on the table. Excel Realty aims to engage in various renewable energy activities, including solar and wind power generation, and has seen impressive financial growth recently. This strategic shift highlights its commitment to sustainability and clean energy innovation.
Finland is making exciting strides in sustainable energy by recycling nuclear plant waste into heat and electricity. Finnish companies Teollisuudenvoima Oyj and Raumon Biovoima Oyj are collaborating to send maintenance waste from the Olkiluoto nuclear power plant to Rauma for energy production. This innovative project, the first of its kind in Finland, aims to reduce landfill use and environmental impact. The waste, including gloves and overalls, is safe for recycling and will be treated like other fuels at the Raumon Biovoima plant. This initiative promotes a circular economy and sets a positive example for future energy practices.
Iceland has recognized the potential collapse of a crucial Atlantic Ocean current as a national security threat, prompting proactive measures from its government. The Atlantic meridional overturning circulation, which warms northern Europe, is at risk due to melting Arctic ice and Greenland's ice sheet. If disrupted, it could lead to extreme cold and significant impacts on global weather patterns, affecting agriculture in regions like Africa and South America. Iceland's climate minister emphasized the urgency of addressing this issue, with ongoing assessments of risks to energy, food security, and infrastructure, ensuring the country is prepared for potential challenges ahead.
The United States stock market is showing strong support for clean energy, with the S&P Global Clean Energy Index outperforming major indices like the S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100. Despite political challenges, investments in clean technology reached a record $2.1 trillion last year, with significant contributions from China, which leads global renewable investments. Interestingly, renewables generated more electricity than coal for the first time in early 2025. This shift highlights a growing recognition of the importance of sustainable energy, as companies with higher climate exposure face higher capital costs, reinforcing the market's commitment to addressing climate change.
Spain and China are strengthening their partnership through exciting new agreements focused on language exchanges and trade. During King Felipe VI's visit to China, both leaders emphasized their commitment to enhancing cooperation in renewable energy and artificial intelligence, which are crucial for Spain's green transition. This collaboration not only aims to boost Spain's economy by increasing exports, but also addresses its need for Chinese raw materials and technologies. With these agreements, both nations are looking forward to a future filled with stability and shared growth, marking a significant milestone in their diplomatic relationship.
At COP30 in Belém, Brazil, the Energy and Resources Institute, TERI, emphasized the need for reform in global climate governance. During a high-level event, Shiley Kadia highlighted that a new approach to multilateralism should enhance cooperation based on climate science. The conference, attended by 50,000 participants from over 190 nations, focused on strengthening the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. Experts stressed the importance of collaborative politics and the role of COP leadership in driving climate action. As climate challenges grow, adapting and improving multilateral systems is essential for effective global responses to climate change.
In Hong Kong, a team led by Professor Wu Shengfan from Lingnan University has developed a groundbreaking strategy to enhance the stability and efficiency of inverted perovskite solar cells. This innovative approach, published in the prestigious journal Nature, significantly improves the cell's performance at high temperatures, achieving a remarkable Pyre conversion efficiency of nearly 27%. The cells maintained their efficiency even after extensive testing, showing great promise for commercial use. This achievement highlights the potential for large-scale deployment of perovskite solar technology in the next few years, contributing to the advancement of renewable energy solutions.
India's Sunshore Energy has made an exciting move by signing a long-term agreement with Deepak Fertilizers and Petrochemicals Corporation, Limited, to supply 19.36 megawatts of hybrid renewable energy, combining solar and wind power, to a facility in Raigad, Maharashtra. This project, which will generate about 55 million kilowatt-hours annually, is set to significantly reduce carbon emissions by over 40,000 metric tons each year, equivalent to planting nearly 2 million trees. Sunshore, aiming for 10 gigawatts of renewable energy by 2030, is making great strides in supporting India's industrial decarbonization and sustainable growth.
A recent report from the International Energy Agency highlights the urgent need for diverse energy sources as global electricity demand is set to rise significantly. Renewable energy, especially solar power, is expected to grow rapidly, while coal and oil demand may peak by the end of this decade. Countries like India and those in Southeast Asia are emerging as key players in the energy market, with China driving much of the global demand for oil and electricity. Despite challenges, the shift towards clean energy continues, with investments in renewables and electrification on the rise, promising a brighter, sustainable energy future.
Tunisia is set to transform its energy sector with a groundbreaking agreement with the World Bank, securing a financing package of $430 million for the Tunisia Energy Reliability, Efficiency, and Governance Improvement Program. This 5-year initiative will boost renewable energy development, modernize the state-owned utility, and enhance governance, aiming to provide reliable and affordable electricity to millions. By 2028, Tunisia plans to attract $2.8 billion in private investment, create 30,000 jobs, and significantly reduce electricity costs. This program positions Tunisia as a leader in sustainable energy, promoting economic growth while addressing climate change commitments.
For more climate news, make sure to download the Change Your Climate app from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store. Please note, these stories were AI-generated from real news sources, which isn't always perfect. If you have any concerns or questions about the news contained in this podcast, please reach out to us. Thank you and see you tomorrow.